No further friends. And zoom. It's a nice, bright, early start today. Makes me very happy. Okay, so who was my other person? It was Joshua, right? Tita. Oh, wait. Now I remember. We're forced to split our team, aren't we? Oh. Well, okay. Let's actually do another thing. None of this matters right now. Oops, let's move on team. Okay. Let's check under the door. Oops, this is not the button I'm looking for. Okay. Moon doors. I believe we've opened this one. No, wait, no, we haven't opened that one. We have opened that one. From the Guardian of the Royal Family, I believe that serves Imperial House. We just did that. Those who have not proved themselves in battle, we have seen that. It's weird that they don't mark them off after you've done them or completed them. Bring me the boy with both amber eyes and the princess with an indomitable will. That seems like a Chloe and Joshua one, if I am suddenly remembering my hint from Crimson. And then bring the girl, the band who takes to the sky. That's just that. Okay. Bring me the Fist of Steel's Zane or Zen. Depending on your localization, I suppose. Alright, so let's hit this one up. Chloe and Joshua.
Great.
Welcome in, Chloe. Kuro. That's unfortunate, and good afternoon. The extreme heat that you're dealing with is unfortunate. I hope you're doing well, my friend. Game is probably still a little loud, but let me know. Bring to me the boy with eyes of amber and the princess with an indomitable will. Only then shall the door open. Sure hope there's not a fight. Nice star door. I shall grant to you a memory fragment and my blessing. So when would these two have interacted? Breaking news. Liberal news, special issue. The Flying City falls, Liberal is safe once more. Cool, girl, no worries. I'll be here. Glory to the young bracers who saved us all from crisis. Feature story. Liberal Ark collapses. Enigmatic object gone in a flash. The mysterious structure that appeared last month over Valeria Lake disappeared as suddenly as it came, collapsing loudly in a giant mountain of rubble into the lake. Many of our readers have witnessed the moment for themselves, but it seems that it was visible not only from Liberal, but from the southern edge of the Empire, and from Calvert as well. A small minority argue that the structure may have been a new weapon belonging to the Royal Army, but this turn of events seems to conclusively rule out that possibility. The collapse of the Liberal Ark also caused 2 ARG-high tsunami around the edges of the lake, but so far, there have been no reports of serious injuries, fatalities, or missing persons as a result of this. Now, I think we're wondering about that. We're wondering if how the fall of the Liberal Ark kind of would have affected the underlying areas. Yeah, it's wild. Unfortunate fisherman pictured there. We know that guy. The worst that seems to have been reported is a number of unfortunate fishermen who were unable to escape in time, getting covered in water. What was the Liberal Ark? According to investigation by the Royal Guard and Bracer Guild, it was a flying city from ancient Zamorian times. How exactly it came to be above Valeria Lake to begin with, or what caused it to collapse, remains to be confirmed. But it appears to be, without a doubt, that the international crime syndicate known as the Society was somehow involved. While this is yet to be officially confirmed, reports suggest that an investigation team in the city encountered a group of Crimson soldiers there, supporting the above theory. This place is just one mystery after another, but we can't let those guys get away with any more than they already have, said a member of the team. Furthermore, Zeiss Central Factory and the Royal Army are planning to continue investigating the Liberal Arc, and to this end, will be launching a combined salvage operation. Look at those rejoicing citizens. Go ahead and rejoice. Around the time of the Liberal Arc's collapse, the orbital shutdown phenomenon that tormented the whole of the country finally ceased. As a result, many now believe that the city caused the phenomenon, but no conclusive proof of this has been established, and we can only await further research into the issue. Thoughts? The orbital shutdown phenomenon and the chaos that was created as a result have been a sobering reminder of just how dependent all of us are on orbments in our daily life. Perhaps something similar may never happen again, but this is still a good opportunity to reflect on just how much we owe to orbments, and perhaps to try to reduce our reliance on them. Full of politics, Crown Princess Claudia has been busy. As previously reported, Her Highness Princess Claudia is now the nation's crown princess. As a result, we're referring to her as such in all publications moving forward. Crown Princess Claudia wasted no time after assuming her position and meeting the Prince Olivert of the Erebonian Empire, and together they reconfirmed our two nations' relationship with one another. After the discussions, they both boarded the Arsail together, or Ars, as we like to call it here. It's widely expected this meeting will contribute to ensuring peaceful relations with Erebonia in the future. In addition, the pair plan to both be in attendance at the upcoming banquet to be held at Gransel Castle. We'll bring you all the latest on that in due time. Closing thoughts. As you all know, our homeland of Liberal has fallen victim to a vast number of calamities over the past year. There was the coup d'etat, the bizarre changes at the Tetracyclic Towers, coming the assault of the Ancient Dragon, our capital being attacked, and finally the Liberal Arc's appearance as already discussed in this very issue. What you may not know, however, is that there is a group of young men and women who were involved in the resolution of all these crises, their steel-like will and unyielding determination leading them to their conclusions. If not for them, these crimes may not have been resolved or taken a turn for the worse. I would like to take this opportunity to thank them all for what they have done for us. Thank you. You are truly this nation's great hope. Pant. What's taking you so long, Dorothy? Get a move on or I'm gonna leave you behind. Wait for me. No time for waiting. If we take much longer, the banquet's gonna start without us. We're talking about big celebration held by the Queen here. Being late isn't an option. But I'm so hungry. There's gonna be food there, Dorothy. I can't walk another step. I have a horrible feeling I know what's going on here. You skipped lunch so you could eat more at the banquet, didn't you? I didn't even eat breakfast. I haven't eaten a thing since yesterday. Going 30 hours without eating is making me feel all kinds of lightheaded. What the hell were you thinking? I can't move, carry me. Hell no. Come on, we're going. There's no way we can miss an occasion like this. There's gonna be Idios knows how many famous people there. First on the agenda is snapping a photo of Her Majesty and the Crown Princess, and then... Huh? This actually isn't so bad. Dorothy's a strange one. At one point, this very capital is placed in grave danger. But thanks to the efforts of everyone here and many others all as well. This humble banquet is intended to be an occasion to celebrate that fact. as well as honor all those who contributed to making it a reality. Good morning, Big Sean. How are you doing today, my dear friend? I hope the day is finding you well, or afternoon, or evening, or whatever is appropriate time zone denotation for you. If you would, Claudia, of course. And of course, hopefully your Sekiro run is going swimmingly now, moving past the weird mid to late part of that game. All those invited to today's party contributed in one way or another to protecting the peace of Liberl, finding the peril we were faced with. Whether it was extending a helping hand to those in need or working to fight off the threats that instilled fear in the hearts of our people. As this country's future monarch, I would like to extend my deepest gratitude to each and every one of you. Thank you all very much. Holding this party is nothing compared to all that you've done, but we just made it. Ooh, we're finally here. Food. Someone give me food. The hell are you doing? Eating can wait. You've got pictures to take. Oh, good job, Sean. That's a tough one, but that means that you're going to get better. And imagine how good you're going to be the next time you try to play through this game. You're going to be playing with Sekiro like a toy. The Crown Princess's speech might be finishing soon. Okay. Well, I do hope you all enjoy your time here all the same. I'm sure you're all busy men and women burdened by a great many responsibilities and concerns. But today I would ask that you all cast those aside in order to rest, relax, and enjoy yourselves. The food on offer here is some of the finest in Liberl, so by all means partake until you can no more. And may the gods bless this nation. Ooh, which cheese strat did you use? Did you like try hanging off a ledge and swiping at him? Look at Estelle. It's been a while since we've seen her. Chloe really is something else, huh? I'm not sure I could dress super nice, get up in front of a crowd like this, and make a big speech the way she did. Yeah, she is. She said she wasn't feeling confident about how she'd do as a crown princess before. But from where I'm standing, she's doing just fine. Seeing her is making me kind of jealous, though. Wish I could pull off fancy dresses the way she does. You got something to say, mister? Oh, it's nothing. You're just not all that girly most of the time, so it always takes me by surprise when you suddenly are. What do you mean I'm not girly? Sure, lately we've been so busy helping get Liberl back in shape, so I haven't even had time to go back home. But that doesn't mean I don't want to wear a pretty dress or something once in a while, you know? I know. Still, it really is surprising just how much you've grown in these past few weeks. I have? Well, it's been pretty tough running up and down the country so much, but you've kept up with ease. And your judgments as a bracer are getting more spot on with every decision you make. Fancy dress or not, I think you're a pretty wonderful person and stuff. I don't know why, but it's weird hearing you pile on compliments so much. What can I say? I'm glad that things seem to have finally calmed down a bit on the work front these past few days. The capital might not be entirely the way it was, but it's getting there. I think we can finally afford to take a breather. Yeah. Oh, look. Look at all that food. The chefs in the castle supposedly made the entire spread too. Yeah, I know, right? That smooth, clean boy talking that talk to Estelle. There's no way I'm missing out on this. I didn't get to enjoy the food back during the birthday festivals, so now's my time to pig out big time. My delay is immeasurable. It's all good, Kuro. You'll catch up. We'll be here in the future. I'm gonna eat until I barf. Stay right here, okay, Joshua? I'm gonna go scope out the goods. She might have grown in some areas, but she's still got a ways to go in others. Hey, look, how you doing, Joshua? Estelle not here with you? She just went to get food a second ago, actually. Are you two here for more for work than fun? Bingo. There aren't many occasions where this many faces are gathered in one place. There was no way we could pass up the chance to come and score some interviews. Don't think you're getting out of here without answering some questions either. We'll get to you two later. So no going home until you've spoken to us, alright? Alright. Great. Next up is the Crown Princess. Hop to it, Dorothy. I can't go on, I need something to eat. Let me have something to eat. Not until we're done. Questions to ask, photos to take. I mean, I wouldn't say that's actually cheesing, Sean. I think that's just a good strategy. Ungo sugar is a underutilized commodity. I used them a good amount of my first playthrough. You got that backstabbing and I'm good. Like, that's the way I always try to get that first backstab. And then the katana and then the axe. Yeah, I mean, that just seems like good moves. I wouldn't call that cheese at all. You use the mechanics as they're meant to be done. I think it's a good job. Easier and more fired up today than usual. I wonder how Estelle's doing. So much for scoping out the food. I suppose this is a good chance as any. I owe a lot to the people here on a personal level too. Maybe I should go around and thank them while I have the chance. That Tita over there. Hey, little Tita. Phew, there's sure a lot of guests today. By all means, help yourself to any of the food here. It'll all taste much better when it's still hot. So when are you coming? Hold on, I haven't even... Oh, Joshua. Hey man, making the rounds? Something like that, yeah. Anything interesting going on with you? Sort of. Aggie said he was going to come over for dinner in Zeiss a while back, so I was just asking him when he's free. Oh, that's right, so he did. When we were getting off the arts, right? I didn't really mean it though, it's just one of those things you say in passing but don't give much thought to. I ain't exactly swimming in free time, you know, being a bracer's busy work. I'd like to go, sure, but I've got no idea if I'll actually have the time to do it. But I've been looking forward to you coming ever since. Okay. Let me think. Maybe the end of the month? That should be okay. I think that Friday's free. Think. Really? He is that a promise? Yeah, I guess. Oh, Joshua. It's been a long time since I last saw you. It's good to see you again too, Professor. Although, speaking of from the last time, I heard there was a plan in motion to pull up the liberal art from the lake and investigate it. You heard right. It'll be carried out in conjunction with the Royal Army. Junsuku Saze. Let's see. Inshino leads. Where's that one at? I can't spot that name in my mind. That's not to say it'll be easy, of course. Valeria Lake's fairly deep, so he can't start hauling up bits of the city all willy-nilly. So we're intending to work on making a map of the lake bottom using sonar first, which is going to take quite some time as it is. Oh, Colonel Youngface. You were able to make it, Richard. Thanks to Brigadier General Bright's generosity, yes. I received an official pardon from Her Majesty for my actions. Probably for foiling society's attack on Gransel, right? That's good news, I'm happy for you. I wish I could say the same, but I don't feel as though I deserve to be pardoned at all. Now that the nation is at peace, I feel this is the time I should be facing up to my crimes, not having them swept under the rug. I can't say I don't understand, but still. Please, Joshua, you needn't look so concerned. I have no intention of refusing Her Majesty's kindness or going against her will. I merely feel a strong desire to settle things within myself, and I fully intend on following through. That is all. Alright then. I wasn't expecting to find you here. Still, thank you very much for your support during the attack on Gransel. It really did help us all. Oh please, I only did what I did because it was one of His Excellency's bail conditions. Make no mistake, I wouldn't have helped any of you worthless dregs otherwise. You wouldn't think it would be so hard to accept a thank you. It's been a while since we've seen her. Her fanaticism with Colonel Youngface. I don't recognize any of you people. Oh, it's you. I know, right? Crazy indeed. I've heard you've been lending a hand with the restoration efforts in addition to all you did with the Liberal Arc. You have my thanks. You're quite welcome, sir. I wasn't expecting him to thank me. I wonder if something happened. Oh, it's you. Ah, Joshua. Oh, I see. Yeah, those guys are good. They can be challenging on how quickly they attack. Ah, Joshua. Bad dad alert indeed, Kuro. I'm surprised to see you here, Dad. I'm surprised too. I thought you said over the phone you wouldn't be able to attend because you were so swamped. No, I can make it to banquets, but it's not to save your lives. It's cool, no worries. Oh, swamped is an understatement. Transporting goods needed to get the country back in order, making sure every area has all the utilities it needs. I'm drowning in work. It's going to take a while longer before we can say Liberals back to normal too, I fear. Come to think of it, Estelle and I certainly didn't expect to find soldiers even in Liberal smaller villages, so it threw us off to see as much while we were helping out where we could. Doesn't come as a surprise if you're the one responsible though. It should go a long way toward helping people feel at ease. It's times like these when we've got to do all we can for one another, and the army's no different. With Arbonia and Calvard's internal political situations a mystery to us, the reorganization of the army has had to be shelved for now too. Still, no matter how busy a man is, everyone needs a kick back in a while. So make sure you make the most of tonight, Joshua. I think you need to kick back more than I do, Dad. I think he kicks back plenty. Joshua, don't encourage him. Estelle's been pretty worried about you, you know. Huh. There's no need to worry about me. I'm hanging in there. In fact, I'd say I'm taking it too easy. Yeah, it's exactly that. And there's the quick 2 swipes that if you parry him well, then you can do a lot of posture damage to him. But I think it has a glint of light off the blade before he unleashes it. It's wild. I like those guys. I think they have a very cool style. In fact, that's same thing too easy. Oh, rest in peace, Cassius Bright, because I just killed you in my heart. Harsh. Was it Mayor Mabel? I heard the academy was actually occupied by armed assailants at one point. I was ever so worried when I first heard the news. Oh, give me some more Mayor Mabel. This effing guy. Kevin? I was expecting you to still be in Liberal. Oh, sup? You're invited too? Huh. Makes sense. So, having fun? You better be. Take it from me. If you don't make the most of times like these and eat your heart out, you're gonna regret it later. Thank you very much for all you did for me, Kevin. If you hadn't come to Liberal when you did, I don't sweat it. Not like I did anything special. Glad to see all the side effects look about gone too. You're looking spiffy these days, Joshua. So yeah, just forget about owning me or whatever. It's all in the past now. I'm not sure if I should ask this, but are you... Joshua, I'm not going to be a Liberal much longer, so this might be the last time we meet for a while. But I hope we'll get the chance to see each other again one day. Yeah, I hope so too. Are you what, man? What was the question? It's nice to be able to attend a banquet like this. It truly drives home the point that this nation is back at peace again. The trouble regarding the Liberal Arc and subsequent restoration efforts have really shown me anew how capable a ruler Queen Alicia is. She's handled all that happened impeccably. If all of this had happened in the Republic, it would have been resolved. It wouldn't have been resolved anywhere near smoothly, let me tell you. We've seen that Kevin is, well, we know one, he's a Grolls Ritter. And otherwise, he's an important one. But I still don't quite know. I could be just misremembering, but not a ton, but more than none. We do know that he was a kid that was orphaned by an attack, I believe, and given to the church there, but beyond that, it's kind of cloudy. How's it going, Joshua? Hello, Zen. Thanks again for all the help you've been giving with the restoration efforts. I don't know what we'd have done without you. Think nothing of it. It's all part of being a bracer, really. Can't say how much longer I'll be able to lend a helping hand. Though, gotta pack up and head back home at some point. Well, Kuro, you can't just say that. Come on. Spoil me, Daddy. Spoil me. The political situation is exactly stable over there, you see. Boy, we must really not be close to Zen. There's Mueller, there's some Bracer friends. Greetings, Joshua. You've done some fine work with these couple of weeks. The damage report on the regions of Liberal, you've been... Cool, I'm looking forward to it. I really can't thank you enough. Oh, you needn't thank me. By the way, Kurt, I feel like I need to say something regarding my Bracer badge. As you probably already know, what power I have, I was given to me by the society. Before becoming a Bracer, I used it to commit many unforgivable crimes, too. No matter how much I think about it, I just can't see how someone like me is fit to call himself a Bracer. Joshua, you cannot be still dealing with these imposter syndrome feelings. You know, Joshua, I've always seen power as an imperfect concept, and that's why I believe people are able to use it. Am I wrong? No, I suppose not. Then what difference is there between us? We are both keenly aware of our flaws, and yet we both use what limited power we have to do what we believe to be right. I see no difference. Well, I can't really argue with that logic. Still, can't pretend to be completely confident myself, though. Be that as it may, that's nothing to be ashamed of. You should simply continue striving to overcome it. And while this is but my personal opinion, I'd say you're a model Bracer. Mila. Look who's not moving. Nope, she's busy. That's why it is. Ah, if it isn't Joshua. I was just discussing the aftermath of the crisis here with Major Vander. Fortunately, the Liberal Arc's collapse caused little direct damage by itself. That might not have been the case if there had been any ships in the lake at the time, but due in part to the orbital shutdown phenomenon, none were. The tsunami afterwards was quite small too. I'd say we were rather fortunate. I'd agree. Estelle and I were able to see as much when we were traveled around the lake shore. A few people who were watching the city collapse were caught up in it, and a small number of fishermen were splashed with water, but that's about it. I like that they keep characterizing what happened to the fishermen as being splashed with water. Indeed, if anything, the much greater problem was the confusion that came about as a result of losing orbital power. Liberal is, after all, one of the most advanced nations on the continent when it comes to orbital technology. Ordinarily, that is one of our greatest strengths, but in this case it worked against us. The crisis is now past, but that doesn't mean the work is done. We still have plenty ahead of us to take care of. It was not that effective. What? You'd like to give me to give a comment? Well, let's see. Looks like she's being interviewed at the moment. I should leave her be for now. Okay. Uh-oh. I figured that'd be the case. Looks like I'm the most fit to be at this party after all, because I've been to plenty high society gatherings wearing poofy dresses. Hey, don't make it sound like I've never worn a dress before. Because I have, for your information. I just don't need to go around trying to convince everyone that I'm not a boy, unlike some people I could name. Try saying I look like a boy again and see what happens. Look, you two, I appreciate that you have your differences, but we're kind of in a really public, really high-class place here, so could you take this fight somewhere else? Shut up, Joshua. Wow, sorry. Wee. Hey, Joshua. I didn't expect to see you guys here. You were invited then. Sure was. An invitation just showed up out of nowhere. You can imagine I was surprised when we saw the thing. No way we were turning down some high-class grub, though, so we hurried on over. That's very like you. Not gonna deny it. That aside, thanks to Her Majesty pardoning us, we're now free to walk around in the open. Feels like we should start thinking about how to make a good, honest living for ourselves. That's not the first time you said that. It's something about wanting to start up a courier service, right? Well, maybe, but that's not the only thing we could try out. Whatever we settle on, it should involve flying the skies. That's how we've lived so far. I don't want to change now. After all the work we've been doing lately, it's great to be able to come to a swanky place like this and put our feet up. The food's pretty good too, munch. Ah, just the man, just the man. Pardon? Oh? Is this the boy you were speaking of earlier? That's correct, this is Joshua. I was just telling the ambassador here about your various accomplishments, Joshua. It's an honor to finally meet you. I'm the resident Erebonian ambassador here in Liberal, Davil Crana. I'm sure this character must be in the Trails of Cold Steel. It's nice to meet you. The tale of how you flew on top of that flying city, all while knowing it may be the last thing you did, brought tears to my eyes. How you were able to participate in an operation that may have brought your death, casting aside even your girlfriend's objections, I don't know. But I know this. Liberal needs more young men and women like you. Thank you for saying so, sir. Just what has the Duke been telling him? I gotta say, that was a nice interaction. The things that he said in it just now were pretty good. Oh. You know who I haven't seen here is Shara. Maybe she must be hidden around the corner or something. At the bar. Good evening, Your Majesty. Thank you very much for inviting me today. Oh, not at all. I'm pleased to see you've come. I've been eagerly awaiting the day we could meet again. I hear you and Asal have been traveling and helping with the restoration efforts? That's correct. We both wanted to see how things were across the kingdom with our own eyes. I'm glad we did too, because now I can finally breathe a sigh of relief. People really are strong. And that they are. I've been queen for over 40 years, and the strength of Liberal citizens continues to amaze me to this day. There are plenty who like to credit either my abilities as a ruler or an orbital technology for this tiny nation's good fortune. But we could be nothing without its people. I wasn't the one who allowed us to overcome the recent crisis or the war 10 years ago, and neither was orbital technology. No, I believe it was the will of its people to live. And that's what I believe supports our country, both then and now. People's will to live? Indeed. Well, we're gonna find out. I can't imagine her wearing anything else besides that. You're gracious enough to call this country your second home, Joshua. From now on, your will to live will be another great support for this nation. As its queen, that makes me happier than you can imagine. Thank you, Your Majesty. Ho 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 ho. Is that how Hojo laughs in Final Fantasy VII? I don't know why I'm thinking about that. I don't think is that his name, Hojo? The little wild scientist in Final Fantasy VII. Your words mean a lot to me. Shara, where are you? I know I gotta chat with you. Let's see. So we walked over here. We found Dad over here, chilling. Ah, these two. Yep. Still dressed the same. You two look comfortable. Oh, if it isn't Joshua. Care to join us for a few drinks? Haha, don't be shy now. The night is only just beginning, but I want to see those exquisite amber eyes of yours swim before it comes to a close. I'm good, thanks. Come on, we're at a celebratory banquet here. Don't be such a spoil sport. Oh, I know. Why don't we have a few drinks to celebrate you becoming a senior bracer at the same time? It feels like it was ages ago, but we never did get to celebrate your promotion. Only Estelle's. That's true. Say, Shara, about Luciola? Silly Joshua, what are you getting all worried about her for? You really needn't be. Shara's right. Especially not now. We all have our concerns and worries after all that happened over the past few weeks and months. But this is not the time to be thinking about them. This is the time to be making merry and drowning in fine drink. From sunset to sunrise. Right. I don't think there's ever a time for not making merry as far as you're concerned. He's got a point though. Oh, well, I've got the chance to say this to you. No more going off on your own, you hear? You have no idea how worried Estelle was about you after you last disappeared. I could barely bring myself to watch her. Yeah, I won't. I've got no intention of doing anything like that again. I'm fine now. Well, if you say so. That docile expression of yours is so adorable, Joshua. Don't go showing off that face too much tonight, alright? Yeah, I like how Cher just like kind of not low-key at all chastised him, like, hey, maybe don't fuck up again? Huh? This is some party, isn't it? I don't think you'll find a banquet guest list quite like this anywhere. I used to be a businessman, so I've been to my fair share of occasions like this, but I've never been to any with this many famous people in attendance. Greetings, Joshua. I'd like to take this chance to thank you again for all your team did to thwart Ouroboros' schemes or in turn peace to Liberal. The debt of gratitude we owe is beyond measure. Please, you're exaggerating, sir. We might have been the ones who went to the liberal art, but we wouldn't have had a chance of success if we were on our own. It was only because of you, Richard, Kurt, and the others fighting on the ground that we were able to succeed. The Hiiten Mitsurugi style. That name sounds familiar to me. I mean, but generally speaking, in my kind of way to cheese a lot of bosses is using the overhead strike, the same style that they use actually. That double overhead strike, it really does a lot of damage to posture, and it rebuilds your posture at the same time. It's kind of like unfair, and when you learn to do it in the air, it's like air stop, like so you like miss some of the wind up. It's pretty neat. And I definitely cheesed that a lot in the last boss. Still, I've been waiting for the chance, wanting the chance to thank you personally for all you did. I just want to play Samurai Showdown. Sam Show. Oh, we talked enough. Okay, I think that's about everyone now. There are a few people I didn't get to talk to though, so hopefully I can make another round of party later once they're free. Oh, here we go. Come on, Dorothy. We're talking to the military guys next. Get a move on, woman. We haven't got all day. So he needs to let Dorothy eat before she passes out. Now, I don't feel too good. My stomach feels like a giant bottle of water. That's what happens when you drink way too much in a short period of time, you idiot. But never mind that. We've got work to do. Okay. And to go, she becomes Joshua. Hey, Chloe. Finally got a bit of a break. Must be exhausting having to do one interview after another. Well, I suppose it is a little. Not too bad, though. I've had to do a lot more of them ever since becoming Crown Princess, so I'm starting to get used to them. I can believe it. It feels like I've been seeing your face in all kinds of papers and magazines lately. I think anyone would learn to adjust after a while. Yeah, she really is. She seems very pleasant. She's the manic pixie dream girl of Nile. Well, you know, it probably won't be too long before it starts to die down, so just hang in there. All I can really do is grin and bear it until then, unfortunately. Yes, I know. That's exactly what I intend to do, too. I swore to myself that I would do all I could to help and protect this country's people. Accepting a few interviews here and there is the easy part. Well, if you say so. You really are strong. I'm not so sure about that. I still feel as if I'm doubting myself a lot of the time. Like I just have to keep going out of my comfort zone, feeling reckless with every push. Maybe so. Still doesn't change the fact that you're strong. Not to me, anyway. I remember the strength you showed trying to protect Clem when we first met, too. Thank you. I nearly forgot about that. Maybe now will be the best time after all. Something on your mind, Chloe? What are you going to do, Chloe? Could I have a little of your time, Joshua? I've got something I want to say to you. Sure, okay. This way, then. Estelle's gonna see them walking anywhere. Is it just me, or does she seem kind of bothered by something? Where's Estelle right now, anyway? Chomp munch. Munch chew. I got stomachs to spare. Oh, she's picking up her pace. This could get interesting. Whose side are you on anyway? I guess I can just leave her as she is for now. She seems pretty occupied. I know. What's gonna happen? What's Chloe gonna be doing here? I should go see what Chloe wants then. Have I done something to make her angry, though? I don't feel like I have. Well, don't be an idiot, Joshua. I hope she doesn't confess her feelings. This is gonna be so uncomfortable. Oh, the music's dying down. So, Chloe, what was it you wanted to tell me? Look, if I've done something to offend you, I'm sorry, alright? What she wants? I need a coffee drink again. Gotta prepare my body for this. I love you, Joshua. What? Good morning, Interceptor. I'm thrilled by it, actually. We just had a moment here. I'm sorry. I'm happy you feel that way, but don't worry. I knew exactly how you were going to respond before I said anything. I just felt like I had to get that out before I could really start moving on. The sky sure is beautiful tonight, isn't it? How long have you, felt that way? Say, Joshua, if you hadn't met me before Estelle, do you think you would have, no. I'm pretty sure that never would have happened. Jeez, Joshua, dropping hard facts. She did. Thank you, Kuro. Sorry. I told you, don't worry. I can't deny there's a part of me that wants to keep you all to myself. But even if that were possible, I don't think it would be what I truly wanted. Because when it comes down to it, I really love both you and Estelle. That's probably why I wanted to see that troubled face of yours one last time. It was worth the effort to bring it out too. Look how Chloe handles this like super gracefully. That was probably the best expression I've seen to date. You can be kind of a bully sometimes, you know that? Maybe. This feels like the most fun I've had in some time. So, what's on your mind, Joshua? What? I can easily tell you're worried about something. My instincts are quite sharp, or so I'd like to believe besides. I was watching you the whole time I was handling that interview earlier. Oh. How exactly am I supposed to take that? Still, you're hiding something, aren't you? Are you planning on doing something all on your own again? Your instincts are sharp, alright. It still surprises me from time to time too, but you're definitely up there. Well, that's just how us girls are. So come on, tell me what's troubling you. It's nothing that major, really. I intend to leave Liberal by the end of the month. But why? The country is finally at peace now. That's exactly why I think this is the right time. Ouroboros seems to have completely withdrawn from the country, and the restoration efforts are coming along smoothly. So maybe it's about time for me to leave on a journey of my own. It's taken me a long time to get this far. But I've finally been able to start thinking of myself as a person and not some kind of broken doll. I was finally able to achieve the very thing everyone wanted for me. That's been both a good thing and a bad thing. Good in that I finally feel human. Bad in that my heart's been aching in a way it never did before. Broken dolls can easily look away from all the terrible things they've done, but I can't do that anymore. Oh. That's why I need to go on this journey around the continent. So I can work towards atoning for all that I've done. So I can start embracing the person I am now in the truest sense of the word. I see. But if you do that, that means you won't be able to see Estelle for a while. Yeah, I know. It might not even be for a while. It could be a long time. Joshua, you have got to stop doing these things. Like, you just told Cher that you wouldn't do this, and then you're literally planning to do it again right now. You know, Lone Wolf, Mr. Joshua. I'm not sure how to bring that to her either. That's the part that's on my mind right now. You still got a lot of growing up to do, young man. Thank you, Chloe. Like, seriously. That's true. Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, because this would have taken place before we would have seen that part. So this is, yeah, that's fair. It's dumb that he would even think this for a minute. I'm still attacking Joshua. Huh? If you ask me, you should just tell her in the way that comes most naturally to you. You don't have to write some big speech in your head in advance. Speak to her from your heart. You believe in her, don't you? No matter how you phrase it, she'll understand. All you have to do is get those words out there. You owe that much to her if you love her. You know that, right? Yeah, I do. I really am hopeless, aren't I? You shouldn't have to tell me something that obvious. You wouldn't be you if I didn't have to tell you. Plus, that kind of thing's part of why I love you too. Please stop teasing me. See? Just remember, it'll be okay. If anyone knows you, it's Estelle. Although if you ask me, she'll... Joshua, where are you? Oh, there you are. Look at these, they're Josette's goggles. I took them from her spoils of war. I'm glad you're having fun, Estelle. Make sure you give those back to Josette later, okay? Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Tune in to next week's issue to find out. Wait, hold on. Chloe? Hehe. I suppose it's about time I return to the banquet now. You can have Joshua back now, Estelle. Sure? Hey, Chloe. So, I'm not sure how to best put this either, but... Thanks. I'm glad I was able to talk to you like this. Really, I am. Oh. You're very welcome. Well then, I wish you both a very pleasant night. This scene. The heck? So Joshua, what did you two, talk about? Oh, nothing much. She just gave me a bit of much needed motivation. Oh, really? That sure clears things up. It's been 5 years and Estelle has believed in me for every single one. And I believe in her too. No it doesn't. What motivation? Estelle, I've got something I need to tell you. Huh? Well, all ears, what's up? Well, you see, oh my god, do not end cutscene. Oh. Wow, fireworks, they're so pretty. There's so many of them too. You see Estelle? Oh my gosh. Fine. Side story, the banquet finished. Learn the recipe for luxurious lunch. Receive 3,500 Mira. This game. Okay, that's enough story for the moment. Let's go back home and deal with the problems at hand. We gotta split the party. Okay. Step 1. I guess I should equip everyone. Nope. Wait. No, not that one. Yeah, we haven't done any of the sun doors yet. I really don't know the different characterizations of each of the different door types. We do have Gisette. We could do one of them. So, right now we have... there we go. 1, 2, 3. We have 8 people. We have to split into 2 parties, so... Looks like that means we've got to equip everyone with stuff. Oh, one day I'll find the right button. None of these are it. Nope. 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 But Suns are huge stories. I'll have to plan ahead for that then. Because what we just did seemed like a long story. Alright, so we're gonna have to make 2 teams of 4, with Rias in one and Kevbo in the other. Now, I mean, it might be the moon because Tita's was pretty long, the very first one we did. And I think that was a moon door. Okay. So we have Kevin the Magician in one party. We have Chloe the healer. So Mueller. So if Rias is in one party, she's high defense. And Kevin, high-ish strength and ATS. Really high ADF, actually. So, big old Chloe, you're going to be Magician and, yeah, a healer and magician of healer and blue magician. Blue magician. And Josh, you're going to be another DPS. Tita, you're going to be rolling with Rias. Gisette. Not much ATS, some strength, so we're going to lean into that. Julia's still strong. So I guess I want to do Rias, Gisette, Chloe, and Tita. Yeah, that's probably going to be it. Okay, let's see what bad ornaments we have. Boy, they really want to boost that defense, huh? Septium Vein. Earth Guard, Stonehammer, Earth Lance, and Petrified Breath. Let's give you poison instead. I don't want to bring down your strength. But there's no real reason to give you Septium Vein either. Alright. So we'll boost attack. And ATS plus 6%. That's a losing game. Shield or bring up the... Yeah, let's do this. We'll do the red-green combo, I think. No need for EP cut, really. Maybe move. What is she? She uses a gun? I think it's a gun. It's increasing range. Increase hit. 9/11. Strength is not great. But she also has a weak weapon on right now, I believe. And we can afford another evade. Okay. That's probably going to be good enough for her right now. Julia's still equipped. Mueller is not. T is equipped. Rias. Chloe needs to be. Okay. HP 2. Mine 2. And freeze. We need the green on her. And we can hit her with an attack too, maybe? No. We gotta hit EP cuts. Boy, I have a lot more orbments than I remember. Yeah, I probably need to cast 2, but she can deal with cast 1 for now. And action 1. Actually, I could probably, if I wanted to, go that route, but I don't need to do that. Throw a heal on her. Blue Ascension, going all the way to 64 EP. EP got 2. Pretty good attacks. Okay, so that takes care of Rias, is already good. Chloe, Gisette, Tita. So we have to set up Joshua, Julia. Well, Julia's still good. Joshua is not terrible. Joshua, Julia, Mueller is the one that's left. Mueller. Who will you be? Well, right now you're gonna be the one with the Whack Daddy orbments. So let's take our trip to the shop. Shop time. We'll see if I can buy a new weapon for our special. Oh wait, to get this proper, I need to. Nope. This button. There's so many buttons, which is a wild thing to say out loud, but it's still true. actually, before I would do that, let's make sure I do have good weapons for who we have here. Always, Dane, always. Always early. I hope you're doing well today, my friend. That's a Kev bow. Kev bow. You need that. Go ahead and boost this. Skyfish, Epi. Chloe. I wonder if somebody else besides Chloe uses this. She doesn't really need a super strong weapon though. I'll take half price. 200 sword, huh? But how are you doing today, Dan? We out here making trails in the sky. And Joshua. Okay, so let's prevent blind on you. And we need to prevent mute for sure on Chloe. And for now, we might just like kind of hang out with not the top tier gear. Not top tier gear. That's awesome, Dan. Any big plans? Do anything fun today? Tita, do we get you anything new? No, not yet. Tita's the real wrecker. Okay. No blind for you. Julia. Okay. So let's switch up the part. Oh my god. Let's switch up the party again. With you two. And you. Let's see if we can mildly get these people equipped without too much challenge. Skyfish and Juggernaut. We need you to have good weaponry. Mueller used a two-handed sword. I did not know that. There you go, going up the tier list. That's what's up. What up, friends? What up, Dan Boo's friends? Hey. Well, probably not now, but when you're gonna hang out with them, throw them an A. A. Juggernaut. It's the Juggernaut, bitch. It's been a while since I thought about that. Okay. So let's make sure there's not too much of an outlier on defense. 1121, you're up there. You're kind of low, but that's okay. Mueller, you need better armor. Joshua, you might need better armor. Tita. Bloodstained. I'm hearing mixed stuff about that. Are you going to be playing it on PC or PS4 or hopefully not Switch? I'm hearing real bad things about that one. PS4, I have two. Yeah, I'm hearing that one's is alright. Titanium suit. Boy, that's a big boost. Composites. Move +3. Doing dishes with hot water and hot weather. Tough break, Kuro. But I'm sure it'll be quick. Titanium suit. Alright, Mueller. So if I'm having Rias, just set Tita and Chloe in one team. Then Mueller needs to step up his defensive game. you need better than trekking gear as well, because you're going to be the primary, the primary attacker and in the front line most likely. But did I not really give anybody any defensive ordnance on this gang at all? It'll be fine. We don't need a tank. I'm sure everything will work out just fine. So Mueller's here. I think we can probably sell some stuff. Don't need you. Stop. There you go. $1,000 Mira. No, no need to sell that. No, I forgot you could do this. That's not that much money. Let's throw up a little bit of that Sepith. Just a little bit. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Oh well. Oh, I do remember Jade Empire. I like that game a lot. I have only played through it once, but I remember that game being, though the combat I think was kind of like stiff, I remember it being very fun. Especially at the time. I don't know. I don't think there was much else that I could think of that was similar. Back in the good BioWare days. Harsh. Okay, so now we can get some money for composites. Or more titanium suits. Trekking gear. Played it 5 times. That's bold. I would like to play that game again, but I'm afraid that it might not hold up as well. Yeah, we might need to help Joshua out a little bit. And that ATS. Yeah, Mueller. Forgot about you, buddy. Okay. So you got more attack. Water. I'll probably get HP 2. I've started the beginning of the first KOTOR like probably 3 times within this year. I just don't stick with it for some reason. Well, actually, I know why. I start it, then I like get away from it, and I'm like, oh, I want to start it over again. I have bad that syndrome, the kind of syndrome where, if you haven't played a game for like a month and you want to play it again for sure, you're like, boom. I succeeded. Is it really, Dan? Cold Steel your favorite? That makes me, I'm happy about that. This series, the Trails in the Sky section, is putting up a pretty high score in my book. So I'm glad to see that there's still some favoritism left to be had in Cold Steel. Confuse. Yeah, these are all whack. These ain't it. This ain't it, Chief. But that strength is so high that I definitely don't want to mitigate that at all. So let's get you some good stuff if we can. Water. Okay, cool. HP 2. Mind 3? What? Well, now I gotta go find out who has mine too. I think it's Chloe. Oh man, we're gonna crank Chloe all the way up, huh? 906 ATS. Does Kevin also have mine too? Yeah, he does. Attack 3. Dang, we're doing it, huh? Well, we need to have that. And probably as many of those as possible. Wind. Shield 3, huh? Impede 3. Evade's good. Shield. Time. Action 2. Ooh. These ones are a little bit not optimal here. Space. EP cut 3. Yeah, we need some more stuff, man. Starting with Cold Steel after the holiday. Yeah, Corey, you have to let me know how you feel about it. My separate situation is deplorable. It too, though. We can just get some of those, but I think I already have it, so I don't really care for that. Green. So, an evade, impede, or shield. So we're still up to only those. Petrify is still quite good. Alright, so let's upgrade all of our attack ones with better attack. Just set, you also have this and you need to increase. Actually, maybe Mueller. Put an attack 3 on you and just keep cranking you up. HP 2, we need that on you. Not mine 3. Poison. 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 Yeah, I know, Dan. We're at the section here in this part where we have to split the party, it seems. So, herein lies the pain. Poison. Poison. Yeah, I don't like that ever in games. You're gonna get this. You're gonna be fine with that. Like, I don't like having to split the party and then go through all this process just to... I really just need to fill him out with whatever, because he's gonna be a physical attacker. Mueller is strong though. This 1366 in strength I think might be the highest in class. And it's not just because of that attack 3. Need another blue one. If I give him this, then he can also cast healing maneuvers. Hit him with an EP cut. It might not be that bad. Hit him with EP3. That's only like, nah, that's not worth it. I'll just throw this hit on him. You're good enough, Mueller. You're what we call good enough right now. See, I gotta get you attack 3. Julia, I wish I had another, but I don't. No, Joshua. Sorry, dear friend. Alright. Does everybody got the stuff on that I gave them to put on? Yeah, I gave you composites. Yeah, we'll see what happens. It probably isn't too bad. I might as well switch to one particular party. Who's important? Mueller, you're gonna be in there, and then the other important person is Tina. No, no, no. No, no, no. Split area. Yeah, let's hope not. So far, I'm not. I'm concerned about saying this, but it seems like this game so far might be easier than the second. I say that now. The dungeon on this plane requires you to form two parties with Kevin and Reyes as their leader in order to advance. Yep. Furthermore, beginning dungeon will return. Yep. Got it. Start exploring. The Sun Doors. Okay, so I think we said Reyes. Just said Chloe, Tita, Joshua.
You ready?
There is no way that can heal. Wait, no, I give Mueller healing stuff. There are optional bosses. Oh man, see? That seems legit. Oh, it's reacting to us. Like it always does. Well now, all that's left is to head through the doors and see what awaits us. You ready to go, Reyes? Ren, good morning, my friend. How are you doing today? Kevin? What up? Oh, I get it. Gonna feel all lonely without me to cuddle up against? Not a chance. It's nothing. Let's just get this over with. Yes, ma'am. Alright, time to make our way through this plane. See you guys on the other side. Till then, take care. So, what's up with all this heat? I mean, I live in Florida. I'm okay. It's only like, let's see, what's the temperature? It's only 79 degrees Fahrenheit outside right now, but also it's 8:24 a.m. $85. Oh, Kuro. So stay on guard and proceed cautiously. That's not that hot. Right. Magical door. There. How's it going, my friend? You weren't around. There. I played Tall Poppy. Which route to do first? Which one's gonna be most fun? Let's do Reyes first. So that's killing me. Yeah, Air, I played it yesterday. Duh. Jeez. What you got for breakfast, bro? It was good. It was good. I liked it. I thought it looked very, like, finished and polished. Ugh, I'm glad I don't live in France. It's a weird thing to say. Watch out. No, it didn't break. I think I had sometimes I had trouble with reading the text on the document, but I was able to crouch down and just, like, look at it. But yeah, I'll put it out on the YouTube like everything else, or you can check the VOD if you want to check it out. It was good. I think you did a good job. I pressed the F key. Thank you. Just wasn't doing it. It wasn't popping. But maybe I was like holding a different button because it did work once, so I definitely tapped the F. I can tap F. to pay respects. But I liked it. And the jump scares and the voiceover. Green. Well, hey, buddy. Of course, man. Thank you for making it. I thought you did a really good job. Like, it's so finished, and like the reflections on the floors inside the building. Like the I guess it must have been like a residential area was really cool. These all look very finished. Oh man, I wish that did more damage. Green. Large fiend that loves to see people scared. Its claws are poisonous and you can call for aid. That sea influence. What'd you do? Looks like a Tonberry. So it's his fault. This team is not exactly delivering a lot of attack damage. Back into applesauce. Well, can't hate. Applesauce can be pretty good. Oh, so that's what they're doing. Stop doing that. Applesauce always makes me have to get to the bathroom. The weekend plan. I guess what I'll be doing is... I think this weekend I'm going to end up playing a lot of games. I've already gotten my groceries and stuff yesterday, so that's cool. So just preparing. I also got a Roomba, or, you know, one of those mechanical vacuums. I'm going to use that again. So just let that run around, so... Otherwise, yeah, playing around. Oh, cool. He's talking about in Final Fantasy 14. Which, I mean, what? Really? Wow. This is what we do out here. Let's see, some RoboSuck action. So I'm gonna do that, and then that's pretty much it though. Nothing really exciting, but lots of games, I'm sure. Okay, Chloe, do your thing. Can we? Yeah, why not? Shoot from here. But yeah, as far as being tempted by it, I keep hearing conflicting ideas of if I should skip or not skip. I don't know. Oh, he really hated that. Oh, for me, I guess I kind of like both. But probably sweet more than anything else. What were those things? They looked like reapers you'd find in a fairy tale. I felt the same way. The devils we've encountered shouldn't be able to exist. But in a different sense, neither should those fiends. This definitely isn't going to be easy. Chloe, Bo Boy, let's heal everybody for showy. Portugal. Portuguese holiday. Ooh, boy, oh boy. I didn't do much to help Chloe's EP, did I? Sure didn't. Fast cast is good, but jeez. 287 down up ATS. Yeah, we're gonna put EP3 into the shield on her. "16 friends? I don't even have 16 friends." Give me blood. Give me blood. Trails in the sky. Hello, Rothsha. Welcome in. It's 26 degrees Celsius here today. Sweaty Betty mode. Action. Oh, let's hit it. I love hitting things. All three of them, baby. You guys are getting hit. Dream ganja. Shoot that. Boy, I don't know what she had equipped on there, but rip. Not at all what I intended to do, but this should... Oh, come on. Whatever, it's fine. Right, meow. Yeah, man. Well, that's cool. I'm sorry that you guys are experiencing such heat in Europe. Canada, be hot. And Canada apparently is hot as well. I mean, it's just in Florida, I'm always throwing shade because, like, you know, I can't always compare heat here to other places. I'm like, it's always hot in Florida, but I suppose other places get hot too. Well, I need more than just dark matter. Thank you. We have a new passenger on the Friendship train whose name I can't pronounce, but we'll call Rothsha. Welcome to the Friendship train. A new friend on the Friendship passenger. All aboard. On the way to the chill zone. Thank you. Epic welcome music. It's like you're in a different dimension hot. Yeah, that's why I pretty much plan my day around not going outside during the sun hours, the sun times. I'm just gonna keep doing this. I'm gonna abuse this. And Chloe. So who has information? By a river. And by an ocean, actually. There's a very close river, and then I'm probably like 30 minutes from the ocean. You're never too far from the coast. It's 40 degrees Celsius hotness. Hit you with this. Whatever, we'll just water impact you, it's fine. Whose turn is this? Tita. Yeah. Finish him. Take that. Don't want to be in Greece. Or maybe you'd live your best life, Gura. The glass cannon Tita has arrived. Whatever, it's fun. Ouch.
Nicely done.
That's publicly acceptable. Oh, stop. Don't try to cast magic at me. Oh. So this is how we do it, huh?
No way. Goddess, my thanks to thee.
So is as little clothes as possible. Is that like a tank top? I guess. Probably. Oh, that's the dumb thing, isn't it? Can't do that. Gotta have this. Or else I don't have AoE anymore. Yeah, you know, like a tank top, like a shirt, like a wife beater. Do they not call them tank tops? You're like a wife beater, which is a bad name, granted. I need to find a different way to boost up this EP. Yeah, this is actually fun. I mean, I just mean like the cut though, like a sleeveless shirt, you know, with the open neck. It doesn't necessarily have to be like an undershirt texture, but like people have to wear those. It can't be a young person thing. Or an old person thing. Yeah, we wear them all the time. I think we must be missing something in communication here, because there's no way. Okay, cool. I can see Cora wearing a tank top, or you know, a stylish tank top. We need to get the defense down on these boys. We know what you're gonna do. Yo, snip slip. I mean, that's definitely a risk. There's a definite nip slip potential. T-shirt weather. Exactly. Boy, it should have pushed it back far, didn't it? I go with the desert look. Beige shorts with a white rough shirt. Rough shirt. No, I see what you're saying. Oh, then yeah. The thing with living close to the oceans is all that humidity, or any body of water for that matter, really. I mean, see, Ren understands. Like, if it's hot, I just have to stay indoors. I'm privileged enough to be able to work indoors, so it's like, well, I guess this is where I live now. Also, that's not green, is it? That's like yellow. I can never remember what color that's supposed to be. Is that like earth? It's like orange. Nah, whatever. Everyone get a basic attacked. And just set. What's defense down? Space. That's what it is. Yeah, I have a hard time understanding the places that have very expensive cooling costs. It's just so mandatory here, but I mean, maybe what we pay is just a lot, and we're just used to it. I really like that Kapua hat that Chesed has on. I'd wear that in real life. So I live in a relatively small apartment. Because it's just me, so it's easy. And I usually pay about 120 a month in utility, or like just like electricity. Reviving Balm. Enforce number XX, empty the chest. Boy, she sure does have a lot of that.
No way.
Bye. Yeah, I mean, you know, you have to have you gotta be conditioning that air year round. Also, how did Tita just get 2 turns in a row? Well, I mean, you know, yeah, it's expensive. Because when we're using the air conditioner, like, I think most people here are gonna be using it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, you know, for most of the year, so you gotta pay the cost to be the boss, or at least not in this case, to be hot. Hot like all the time. Plus I have like all my computer stuff. I have like a dishwasher, washing machine, blah, 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 blah. Like all that stuff just adds up. I know my parents were talking about now when they were like, you need to turn the lights off when you leave a room. Silvering. 36, or so he believed. There was a pause and noise after the question was raised, and seconds later they both hear the flat-footed thumping of their daughter's step coming towards them. Did you call me, Mom? So, yeah, I've heard that the Canadian cost for a game is it's always more expensive, which is, I think, weird. But cheap electricity. I use a lot of it. I'm not complaining, that's for sure. We don't want to get poisoned. Then go north in the summers and south in the winters. Yeah? Oh, Ren. Don't say that. Jeez, that's a real cost for electricity, or, you know, power. To the point that it's practical for them to move. That can't be great. I always forget she has this. Tia just stands in the back row, just like drops hammers. Okay, so you guys get as many turns as you want. Whose turn is this? Hey, why not? That damage was real, wasn't it? So at least the other team will have swords with them, so we can have a buffer. This is backwards. This is forwards. Nope, I was incorrect. That's backwards, and this is forward. I sure could go for some waffles. Or pancakes. Haven't had those in a while. I'm not usually a breakfast food person, but
No way.
here we are.
Take that.
Yeah, this team seems to be working alright. It's got a good little synergy going
We did it.
with weakening enemies and then eating them. Tiger Heart. If you are looking for gold, you'll find not 1 gram. Ooh, Goro. That's wild. So no wonder. You guys need to let your air get more polluted with some more power-creating machines like we do. Let's just pollute that air. Give me that cheap energy, baby. Whoa. ATS minus 100, ADF minus 100. So they're letting me really lean into the min-maxing here, aren't they? Strength plus 20, RNG, Tita only. I mean, she barely has any to begin with, and she doesn't cast magic, so... Oh, Tita. Tita, my sweet child, my sweet baby. If you're looking for gold yet. My sweet baby, you are going to be so strong for Daddy. Daddy appreciates you. Yes, child. Yes, child, you're going to make your daddy proud. Your papa, so proud. Give me that butt. Oh, look how proud of a papa I am. The proud papa is here. The door. Bring to me the darling of pure white radiance and proof of her scholarship. Only then shall the door open. Exactly. Tita's going to devour. So that door, I have actually no idea what that is. And the proof of her scholarship. This is backwards, obviously. Oh, neat. I'm glad they let me have a map in this section. I would think that in the previous games they wouldn't have. I want to see, make sure I got everything over here. Yeah, the door. Sweet. Over here we have... Yeah. Oh! Well, let's go right back. That, equipment I just put on was very powerful. Skull pendant. Did you know arteria supposedly comes from the English word for artery? Huh. Well, it's interesting. If not, you know, innocuous comment there. It prevents death blows. Oh, crap. Put it on. Because if anybody needs to have death blows prevented, it's Chloe, because she's the one that's going to cast everyone back alive. Alright, Kuro. Have fun catching the train, and I will be here in an hour. Dang it. Cacao. I'll do like a light basic attack on those guys. Good. Whose turn is this? Oh, hers. Surely the thing to do is going to be as quickly as possible to speed up Tita. Oh. Oh, don't you ever start doing that foolishness.
No way.
Ho ho ho. Miss. It's an explosion. How'd you miss an explosion? Do we have an AoE? Single area. Not close enough. Just shoot it regular then. 845, it could probably kill. Oops. Didn't do what I wanted to do. Wasn't looking right. Okay. Tina, can you... Actually, go ahead and heal. No. Yeah, you're not gonna kill that way. Okay. Curious. Didn't love that. Same thing again. This should work just fine.
No way.
Rip. So what are you weak to, big boy? You don't like earth magic. Well, that's something I don't have on tap right here for us, so guess you have to fall victim to being debilitated a bit.
Take it down.
Stop it. I woke her up. That's not who I exactly was aiming for.
Take that.
Ouch. And finish it, Clark.
Nicely done.
Level up. That was a bit more challenging than I first expected, but it turned out well in the end. Okay, let's let her. Well, she's still got plenty of craft juice.
No way.
But she could use some more HP, so let's give it to her. If she can hit all four of them at the same time, that would be excellent.
Take that.
Who gets another turn? It's me. It's me.
We did it.
Seems almost unfair. Earth. You again? At least Phantom Thief B is a gentleman. Or Phantom Thief Beta, I guess. Let's shoot you in the face. Sounds like a great plan. Stop it.
No way.
Lovely. Tita. I guess I can do this. Take this opportunity to AoE heal. Let's see. Tita needs healing. Who doesn't? Gisette kinda does. Oh man. Who needs it more? Tita or Gisette? Oh, they both actually need it. Yeah, whatever. This is being lazy either way. We did it. We'll do it again. Found Attack 3. But that would never have happened. Hideko would never have denied Saito back then. See, she didn't have much money in those days, yet she paid cash for the machine. So General Trail's question for some... I can't read, so that's fine. Of course, Interceptor, go ahead. And Attack 3. Now, who was it that we had in our team that needed an Attack 3 that didn't have it? Actually, I think it's on the other team. So, it's the end of a trilogy, or the other trilogies. The next set of games, I believe, they happen still chronologically, but in a different region. So there is some characters that overlap, but it's not about the same set of characters. Though I do believe they make appearances, and I tentatively think there's a possibility that you can play as some of them. But yeah, so it's more of a region thing. When you go to like Trails of Cold Steel, that takes place in a nearby region. So it's neat. I think it's very unique. I can't think of other games that are like that. Obtain Sylvan. What? This seems familiar somehow. Is something wrong? Not at all. I thought I may have seen this weapon somewhere before, but it must have been my imagination. It certainly seems like a capable one though, so I think I'll use it all the same. Well, what's Sylvan? Yeah, it seems capable to me. Sure, use it. Well, what's the description on it? A well-used but well-cared for is Silver Templar sword. I wonder if that's a callback to something I just don't know. Here's a crossbow for your cross, bro. I don't actually have a crossbow for you, father. Sorry. Hit him with it. Oh, I hit him back too far. Oh well. Finish him. Finish him. I'm not sure about what all these statuses they're about to have on their turns, but... Boy, that sure is an expensive move. Let's do this one. Sound effects. Yep. There you go. Love that move. We don't have any easy way to revive people, do we? Revival balm. It's so expensive in this particular game to revive people. At least we leveled up, which was the goal, although somebody's still about to die. Let's give him some life, please. 12k. And no EP. That's special. Stinger M. It is yet to be spoken of in legend, for its mother was a modest carpenter who carved it with no other purpose than to hold a confession. It was never meant for a grand display, but for a quiet, sincere love. I think the series is a great series for most anybody to play, especially if you're calm and able to take your time with it. It's the Juggernaut. That does get old. Oh. Whose turn is this? Oh, okay. Do this to him. And you do this to him.
Take that!
Ouch. And petrified. Well, we're gonna get it done here with Tita. Reviving bomb, thanks. An empty coffer, devoid of any treasure. Go seek another.
Goddess, my thanks.
Ooh, what's this? Let's restore HP and EP. Boy, if we hadn't killed everything, this would be the time to do it. They give you a lot of opportunities to grind in this game, it seems. Shop, what do we got? Damascus sword. Still don't need it, Chloe, because you don't do much physical attacking. Titanium suit. Just said you probably really should get this, but that $700 some odd we have is not gonna be able to do it. Maybe I can convert some of this excess Mirage. I didn't do this any time, maybe once in the first 2 games. Now it's like a thing that I definitely have to do. Titanium, let's see. So yeah, Gisette, you get 1. Tita, get 1. I wish we could do something that kind of boost that ADF, but she's just gonna be susceptible. And more here. Can I synthesize another attack 3? I can. So I need to, though. EP cut 3 is good. No, right now I think we're doing alright, so. Just make sure we have as good as we can. HP 2 on Tita is probably not great. Because it's completely just not necessary for Tita. What else can we do for her though? She doesn't cast. I mean, I guess having a little bit of a... No, it just doesn't seem necessary. Hit might be good, actually. Get her a hit too. Oops. Hit 3. And all she has to do is hit, so. Go to VP cut. Hit 3. Not losing anything. Getting some dex and losing a little agility. Agility speed, right? So, that's fine. We can probably upgrade action 1 and to get action 2 or 3. If that exists, action 3. Tia's gonna be on the team for a long run, so might as well go hard for her right now. .62 speed. Let's go. Oh, and let's just make sure she also has something to make sure that she doesn't go. Nope. She is going to be very susceptible to statuses. Alright, alright, alright. Here comes the boss. I bet. Oh. Do you think that could be the exit? It certainly seems to be. I wonder if Kevin and his group are on the other side already. No, they're not. Heh. Looks like they're not going to let us reach it without a fight. What? Kevin. Gasp. The doppelganger. Kevin. Kevin. Okay. See the smart thing in tank that mows down sinners in its wake fire gets carried out with reckless abandon. Let's weaken this one first. And let's see how you do. Ooh. Oh. Oh, this is gonna just be a real... No, that's actually a pretty good move. Let's get her in the mix. Still max guarded, huh? How long does that max guard work? I cannot know or remember. I don't want her to run up. Ouch. Oh. Boy, they're really going in on Tita, aren't they? Okay, so we got a little bit of pain. How do you... Is the max guard just the number of turns? I never used it. There you go. I guess it's 2 hits. And she's up and at him, and... Oh, wow. Okay. We're doing it now. This is a fight. Are you weak to anything? You don't like the black magic. Magics. Still not a good move. So, we could run into a problem here. They could do a lot of damage in a very small amount of time. He gets another turn, and that's kind of a problem. We need to make sure Tita stays up. So let's heal Tita. Stop. Stop doing things. Leave me alone. Okay. 6K. So what's her name still dead? We need her back alive. Maybe a celestial bomb type situation, because... yeah, it might be that. Oh, she wouldn't survive. Okay. Tita, you have to do a tedious task of removing these guards on these people. Which I know blows. It's not optimal. Nobody's happy about it, neither. But it's part of our life's duty, I guess. Whatever. Anchor failed. Commonly steals using a mechanical arm. I've not seen that. Can we get away with doing this? I think we might have to. Then we can get rid of the guard, at least.
Come on, let's do it. Okay.
There you go. That wasn't bad, actually. We've got rid of guards on 3 of them. Defense down on 1 of them. But we gotta strike while the iron's hot on Kevin, don't we? Because there's always the chance he's gonna do it again. 11,000. If he does it again, then that's just gonna be a lot of time to try to bring our boys back. This may be the time to utilize Tita's special. Really wish that I could hit here too, but therein lies the difficulty. Do I go all in? There's just 3 of them. I have to do this.
I gotta give it my all.
Or 4 of them, I should say.
Okay.
I would love to have been able to buff her a bit, but the way this fight is going, we gotta get some people off the board. Good damage. So now the question becomes who to heal. 2k on you. Maybe not. Looks like Kevin actually might be the most, like the weakest of the gang. Maybe that was the one to start out with. We may end up utilizing Chloe's special. Okay, yeah, she was the one I would like that to happen to, given all things being equal. Boy, their whole team gets another set of turns, huh? But no status effects. Alright, boys. Let's do it. Okay, we can grab Stampede, weaken him.
Take that.
We can do this. Oh, come on. How lame. We can reach, though, can't we? We can reach. That should push him far enough back, at least, to... Yeah. There we go. Come on, dude. Can they be any faster? Keep the healing coming. Can you finish him, please? There you go. What is this status that he has entered? Doppelkevin. Oh, so this is how this works. This is suboptimal. Alright, video game. Alright, so if they keep standing there together.
Take that.
It actually is kind of a nice move in this situation. Arc Fencer, because I don't want her to move too far away from the center. We do have a whole set of more crit turns coming up, but... How many hit points does this boy have? 10,000. Alright. Stay to the center.
No way.
That's what I'm doing there. I'm making it happen. I'm gonna drop them loads on these boys. And those words. 7,000. Boy, they sure do, they are really fast. I should have focused on that one to begin with, and we might have been better off, but... Oh, I'm just so unlucky, dude. 5K. 13. We did get it back quick. Let's kill. See if we can kill. Come on, Tito. Neat. Yeah, stop shooting Tito. Yeah, it's got spikes on like the actual part that you'd be driving on. That's not a good design. But here we are. Yeah, she hasn't learned any S-crafts yet. It's Tita, not Tito, though, we'll say. I prefer it to be Tito. Tito Jackson. Gang. I'll stampede on you, because I think you're the... No, neither of you guys are that close. I think it's only a matter of time before this doppelganger does terrible things. I'm gonna kill one of these and then we'll focus on old boy. Let's knock him down. Ouch. 11K. This would give me a good opportunity to get rid of that guard, but that guard might not matter. Nope, off the board, please. Shoot this boy in the face. And I really want Tita to make sure she stands a little bit closer. I'll accept it.
Go. Stand down.
And we broke that guard. Crit turn, huh? Well, in this case, I think the thing to do with that is going to be overall damage. Do it. Nice. Ouch. Finish it. Sweet. Okay, so now let's focus on the task at hand. Can we weaken you? I guess we could actually also afford to do damage on these boys too. Boy, they're still pretty strong when they're not weakened. Chloe. Do me a favor. Can you stand a little closer? Just a little bit closer. Let's take this chance to... Yep. AoE. Might as well. Boy, I pushed her right out of the circle, didn't you? Oh, stop it. And can we hit you with a sword since you're... Oh wow, you can get all the way there. Not close enough to stampede. That blows, but we'll do it to you instead. If we push him back close enough, then Tita can also get a shot. Don't need AoE. Who's looking low? 9, 11. Hit you with that. Come on, Sig. Oh, I pushed him back. That seems like it'd be hard to do. I'm not sure how that would... So, like, the model would change? I don't know how that would actually work. Well, I guess that's the point. I'm not supposed to know. I'm not the pro. Can you finish this? Like unintentionally end up all the way killing all these things, but shoot this guy. We're on Tita. Here we go. And look who's got a crit turn again, or should I say has a time for their magical big boy attack. It's gonna be Tita. We're gonna heckin' take it too.
Take him down. I gotta give it my all.
Give it your all, Tita. You're doing great. So it kind of like changes whatever the model is, given the damage. That seems hard, for lack of a better term. That don't seem easy. 8. Oh my god, how many things are you going to transform into? Damage is real. Okay, let's get a heal off. This is interesting. That's the word we'll say. Interesting. But you're having fun doing it, right? I really dug that message that you guys had at the end of Tall Poppy as well. That was pretty neat. It's very sincere, which I very much appreciate. Ouch, I'm glad they didn't do that move more often. Like, I say ouch now, but man, that move could have really sucked. Ouch. Boy, this fight's ending right on time, isn't it? For the amount of health of or EP that Chloe has. Boom. Look at all that red. And a mind 4. Wow. Oh. Sealing stone. Yeah, exactly. Some goons making a game. Spanks are playing, bros. I thought it was really good. Well, it looks like that's the end of this trial, at least. Sure didn't expect that Kevin to be a fiend in disguise, though. Sure, I wasn't. Oh. Rias, are you alright? I'm fine. I was just so relieved to find out that it wasn't really Kevin. And now that the fight's over, it seems clear to me that the battles are traps set by our foes. Those bizarre cannon fiends are further evidence. Let's hurry through that door. I'm quite concerned about the other group. So am I. Hehe. Just how worried about Kevin was she? She seems to have been quite worried about our good boy, Kevbo. I wonder if I should... I mean, I appreciate this, but... just slip this off you for a second. Just in case. The Golden Road. Here we go again. To arms! Okay, Joshua. Supreme Dual Strike. May not be necessary. Ouch.
Let's end this.
Oh yeah. 1310. These damage numbers aren't high. Oh wow, what is this? Yeah, I mean, they don't really change you much. Game over game, so it's just kind of it just stays, keep going up. Like now I'm like level 105 and stuff. This character's very small.
Let's end this.
I don't know what status that is that they've done to us, but I hate it. No tear on you, or no curing agent. Just finish it, Joshua.
That's that. Let's move out.
Transform and roll out. Phew, that takes care of them. Just what were they? They weren't ordinary monsters anyway. They reminded me of the prank-loving gremlins that appear in folklore. Perhaps that's what they actually were. It's possible. First skeletons, then armored knights, then ghosts, and now gremlins. This place sure is all about that folklore. And not the pleasant kind, I bet. Ain't no good kind of folklore. Why are they showing teeth up there? It's weird. Okay. Boy, they sure are strong. 14 out 2 ATS. He can probably handle a defense down. Boy, is that a strong hits ADF, but so I make Mueller stronger. Make Joshua stronger. Let's do this. Save this for that. And any further equipment. Akashic Heart. It's a nice word to say. Akashic. Okay, left. So let's do this one. Attack orders.
Strike is one!
I don't know what that is. I don't love it.
Let's end this.
Hit him. There you go.
Was the sword of Vander.
Boy, that Mueller sure is that's a strong boy. Oh. Ooh, death. A guard turn. Oh, sweet.
Justice must always pre-
What are you gonna evil thing you're gonna do to my character now?
That's that. Let's move out.
Da-na-na-na-na. Oh, really? Oh, wake up, Joshua. It's not the time for naps. Nap time was before we left.
There is nothing my sword.
Sting edges. No, we aren't. That place is mine. I can do whatever I want with it. And what I want to do is wash my hands of the thing for good. He swallowed another healthy chunk of lamb, then clack with his knife. Sting edges. We got some sharp boys now. Oh. Did you know Hallie from Gambler's Jack's name was originally translated accurately as Haru? But it turns out the official Japanese spelling wasn't that, but Hallie. This was revealed in Gambler's Jack's sequel. Kumo no Tachi. Please do not take without permission, thank you. Found Amara Spiritus. And I say we keep it, she said, her stiff tone implying that any other plans he dared to present would be, to put it delicately, stupid. Think of all the history you're abandoning. 50 years. You're gonna get Mueller even stronger? Oh, Mueller. Okie dokie. Okay. Can we get them all? 3.
Let's end this.
Stab it to death. Oh, come on. Guard turn.
That's that. Let's move out.
Again. Oops. That's the one to kill.
All right. What's next?
Let's do this one again.
Let's end this.
Oh, seriously, you missed?
That's that. Let's move out.
Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Oh, fun. Can I evil eye all of you? Dang it. Kind of mortal punishment. Oop. This is like the all attack for if this was a Final Fantasy game, I could just hold the confirm button and we'd be pretty much done with all of our fights. Oh. Hello, sister. And thank you for lurking. There.
For the sake of my master.
Pearl earrings. Could you spare a tear bomb or two for these rusty hinges? Looking into the void inside the empty chest, you start questioning the nature of life itself. Thousand Mira. Congratulations, it's a girl. Pearl earring plus. There's no move for us to prevent seal. Yeah, seems nice. Did I miss a turn at Albuquerque? No. Up here? There we go.
Let's end this.
I don't know how that didn't kill, but whatever.
That was the sword of Bend.
Oh, you have more than one sister? Do you have any brothers? There. Bring to me the man who talks with his fists. Only then shall the door open. I'm talking about Punch. The man who talks with his fists. Did it again. Every time. Bring me the man who talks with his fists. White bracelet plus. You open the lid, a piercing scream fills the air. You quickly shut the lid and walk away. I got a brother. One sibling. You know, the standard parental unit. All the necessary components to make a life. No. That's not necessarily true either, is it? No, you have your sworn brothers and your style of Yakuza. Your selected family. Brothers from other mothers, yeah, I feel on that.
Let's end this.
Cacao. My brother lives probably like 45 minutes away from me. I don't hang with him that much though. I probably should. But I don't. Guard turn. This game sure does do that stuff a lot. It loves to do that sort of gimmicky stuff that I don't love.
Not bad.
Guard turn every time. This is a crit turn now. that my brother is 3 years older than I am. I believe that's true.
Let's end this.
Yeah, we get along really well. I have our own lives, I suppose. And we're both very busy people, apparently. But I don't know. I haven't seen him too much lately. Are you and your well, of course your selected brothers are close. Are you and your sisters close? Now he's running away, bad guys.
Let's end this.
Come on, give me the evil eye. Still too far away. Probably should push Joshua up to the front in an actual like formation situation.
Justice must always prevail.
Carry position. Or yeah, battle position. It's a weird battle position we got going on right now to begin with. Carry a bomb. Lid creaks. 10,000 years will give you such a crick in your neck. I should probably heal these people at some point.
Not
Oh wait, I have an attack 3 that I haven't equipped onto someone, don't I? Yeah, Joshua, you should use this attack 3. I have a mind 4. Kinda wonder if I should. That's what it is. I didn't increase Chloe's slots. I didn't upgrade her slots. No wonder she doesn't have like much EP. Anyway, don't know why I was thinking about that just now, but here we are. There we go. Mind. We got. Let's see if we can get you evade 3 when we get to the little stand thing. P-cut 2. Good at burning people. That's cool. Do y'all live near-ish to each other, able to see each other regularly, or is it a rare occasion? No, I definitely have a 3 on Mueller, right? Yeah, got a 3 on Mueller. Skull pendant. That there's food involved. It's a shining palm. Wait, that's a lie. Like the promises of more treasure. Ion bow. What? What's this doing here? Kevin? Oh no, I was just impressed at how nice this bowgun is. I'm gonna get some good use out of this baby. That's not bad then. Yeah, you guys get to hang out a lot, I'm sure. That's dope. In like the area of Florida I live in, everybody's very spread apart, so even if you live in the same town, it's like it still can be a 30-minute drive to somewhere else. Let's see what this area attack's like. It's cool is what it's like. Ouch. At some point we should probably heal our friends here. Who is the designated healer here? I guess it's gonna be old boy.
Justice must always prevail.
Orbman. Kevbo. Yeah, plenty of EP on Kevin. Gaia agrees. Bet you 50 mirror that item is still in your inventory during the final battle. When I was younger, man, often play summer hangout. That sounds like a nice time. I think my similar situation was going to my cousin's house, and during the summertime when my mom would be working, my dad would be deployed, and we'd be watched by our grandparents who were lived next door to my cousin. So just hanging out, man. There's nothing like being a kid and having that free time to hang out and not have anything to worry about. I always believe you had nothing to worry about, at least. Gaia agrees. Julia should not be part of the final main party or anything. She ain't it. Maybe Joshua, might be Mueller. Which means we have to get rid of someone. Mortal punishment? Sure, why not? Let's hand it out.
That was the sword of Vander.
Oh, it's not dropping any frames, but I am putting out a lot of bits. Lots of bits. You might be buffering a bit. If your internet connection isn't super strong. A Microsoft Task Program. Explain to me what that is. If this empty chest were filled to the brim with food, it still wouldn't be enough to satisfy Rias. That's not a surprise. Can you impede? Yeah, you can.
Take it.
Hello. How's it going to fix this? Good morning. Hope you're doing well. I just heard you played some Hellblade yesterday as well, and I didn't get to see it. I'll have to check out the VOD, but I hope you had fun. It's an affecting game with a capital A. Not close enough. Just woken from the sleep of the ancients.
That's that. Let's move out.
But yeah, that game is wild. It looks really... Yeah, it's a good looking game. It plays pretty smoothly as well. It always makes you want to go back to play God of War. Which seems unrelated, but in a way it is. Okay. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot to take in. You know, and some of the ideas and the... Yeah, that's what it is. The combat really does, like, the over-the-shoulder camera kind of reminds me of God of War or God Hand or something like that. The the performance capture of that main character is very good. I mean, I think she won some awards. It was well deserved. They did a really good job with that one. They make it seem like there's gonna be more, which I don't know how there could be. Like that ending kind of leaves it open, at least in my interpretation. Evade 2. Ooh, how cynical, Interceptor. No, it's good though. I can say that for sure. I mean, I don't know. Oh, for Hellblade is what I was talking about. But of course, for God of War, there's going to be a sequel. I mean, come on. It's got to be. I got that. Or you attack 3. The Interceptor was being cynical. Is there an HP 3 yet? Nas. I want evade 3 for you. Well, thanks, Intercept. You'd have to say it like that. Having fun with your company. We'll be here. Richie. Oh, how did that happen? Where did this come from? Richie, how did they just do that? Shouldn't have got that one. Have a great day, Interceptor. But yeah, so they just mapped it out. Did someone, like, it's a feign, or did, like, Falcom release it? And let's make sure we have somebody that can heal people. Tyrell, AoE heal. I'm a weak AoE heal. Oh yeah, that's fine. I appreciate that, Richie. Hope you're doing well today as well. Well as well. Okay, so we got line 4, but we can do HP 3. We'll clip the evade 3 on you. And attack 3 is on you. Shield 2 seems kind of bogus. ADF plus ATS minus. And do shield 3. Really don't need that. Evade 3. And then we can do shield 2. Do I have HP 3? Thank you. I'll check that out. I will check that out. HP 3. Shield 3. Mula. Okay. And let's restore everything. And one more again, because we got a boss fight coming. Over there. Could that be the exit, perhaps? Sure looks that way. Phew, I hope everything's going well for Rias' group, too. Who shall this be? It's gonna be Rias, obviously. There goes my hopes of just walking. Looks like we're gonna have to fight our way to it, though. Oh, fight our way to it, though. Ugh. What? Rias. What are these horrible things? Damn it. Is she being mind controlled or something? Ouch. Ouchies. Okay, attack orders.
Strike is one!
So let's look. All areas are even and equal, so... Mortal punishment. Let's see how they do with physical damage.
Let's end this.
That one didn't care. Ah, so reflex. Gotcha. Supreme Dual Strike then. And please walk over there. There you go. Adjust. That's sweet. Ouchies. And let's... Can she make it? She can. Okay, and I'm assuming that these boys need magic to make them feel bad, so... Let's find out. I forgot she was there. Yep, just as I expected. Okay. That move sucks when they do it to you. Oh man. Okay. And our boys are sure caught up in here, aren't we? We're not gonna kill that before it comes time. I'd like to impede. Of these people, who's the strongest? Let's just start walking in this way. Mueller, you'll get a turn. Finish it. Oh, wow, that was not at all what I wanted to happen. Oh, Ariel, you again. Why can't you just walk a little bit further forward? And blind. But not sealed, buddy. Okay. So we can do some stuff here. What we want to do is start to hit her and see how she feels about damage. Oh, should have known. Curia. Duh. Sweet. Okay. So let's tighten up on her a little bit. She gets another turn. Let's play a little safer and give us ourselves that chance to get closer anyway. Oh, didn't see that coming. Can you carry a bomb your eyes? Okay. Let's see if we see a crit turn coming soon, but I'll hold off on the S-Crass for now. Can we delay? Yeah, let's see if we can delay you. CP heal. It's a weird way to put it, but I'll accept it. Any sort of debilitating abilities that we had. Now we're still good from before. Let's go ahead and boost my boy here. I think he's gonna be the MVP. Ouch. There we go. Now to see your true form. See if we delay you again. And because this looks cool. Alright. Run up on him. Anything? Attack orders again. Here we go. Nah. I don't think you got it, Chief. Let's see. You probably should heal yourself. Four-hit combo. Oh, that was it. That was much easier than the other one. Attack 4 as well. Oh. Sealing Stone. Well, looks like this is the end of this trial. Sure came as a surprise to find that Rias was just a fiend in disguise, though. I was shocked too. I thought she was being mind controlled or something. I've known her for a long time, and if I was fooled, it's no surprise that you guys would be. The mirrors with it were so deadly too. I think it's safe to say that whole battle was a trap for us set by our enemies. That being the case, I'm concerned for how the other group is faring. We should hurry on ahead. Yeah, let's get ourselves over to that gate. Guess what, gang? We've already made it out. All teams are clear. Kevin. Huh, looks like they're okay. I mean, they would just be dead otherwise, right? Ooh, yep. You're the real deal, alright. Thank God, yes. I was worried as hell about you, you know? I could say the same to you. It looks like those really must have been grimoires then. Sure does. Grimoires? Grimoires? Is that the name of those fiends we encountered? You got it. It's a type of fiend mentioned in the Testaments. Although maybe fiend isn't the best word. They're said to be what souls eventually turn into after being thrown into Gehenna. People's souls turn into those? That's not a very pleasant thought. As I'm sure you know, the church teaches that the souls of sinners end up in the fiery depths of the Gehenna. There, they are tormented by a ceaseless flame, slowly losing their own sense of self over time. Until finally they're said to end up as nothing more than a chaotic lump of spirit known as a grimoire. I'm getting goosebumps just picturing it. And what's those shape-shifting creatures we encountered? And that's what those shape-shifting creatures we encountered were? Yes. The mirrors and cannons that appear with them are all cursed items that have the same origin. How they did it? I don't know, but it seems our enemies have quite literally opened the gates of Gehenna. Huh, that's quite a fitting metaphor. This dude. That sounds like... You again. Well, look who decided to show their ugly mug. Did that lord of yours send you to come check up on us? That is one of the roles I've been assigned, albeit not the only one. I'm impressed by how quickly you progressed, even if it was with a significant amount of the Hermit's guidance. The Hermit? Who's that? The ghost we keep bringing to her? I can't think of anyone else. She's been helping us in various ways since we arrived here, and yet we still have no idea who she is. Indeed, I speak of her. She is a spirit that was left behind in Phantasma, as well as the master of the Hollow Garden. Of course, thanks to my lord taking most of her power, she can do little other than struggle as your guide. As usual, your cryptic nonsense just goes right over my head. But hey, if she's your enemy, that makes her our ally, right? I'll leave that to you for you to find out. Her position is hardly a concern at this time. I have a message for you from my lord. Your next destination is the Path of Beasts. Devour the new offering presented to you and display your seal once more. Then shall the flames of Gehenna burn ever fiercer, and my kingdom draw closer to its true completion. What? What is that supposed to mean? My lord says that you may choose to interpret the message however you see fit. My task was simply to relay it to you. Ha ha. Ha ha. Kevin? Sorry, I couldn't help but laugh. Tell me, what sad classes did you and that jerk of a boss you got take to get your certifications on how to be a big bad? Nice touch trying to confuse us by spewing that cryptic bullshit too. But bet you thought we'd keep ourselves up all night trying to figure that gem out. I mean, the overblown theatrics make it a bit too obvious that it's a fake, don't you think? Well, you about done with us? If you are, how about you get lost? We've got better things to do with our time than listen to nonsensical riddles from a guy who can't even bother to show his face. I see you're quite fond of the gift granted to you by my lord. Does it bring back memories? Gift? Kevin? You think you can get away? Fear not. We'll encounter one another again before long. I am, after all, Phantasma's foremost guardian. And with that, I bid you farewell. So that's the Schwartz Ritter you mentioned. Yeah, he's the picture of his lord, right down to taunting us as he leaves. Too bad for him that it doesn't take a genius to work out they're both bluffing. Your next destination is the Path of Beasts. Devour the new offering presented to you and display your seal once more. Then shall the flames of Gehenna burn ever fiercer, and my kingdom draw closer to its true completion. His words sound as though they have some specific meaning to them, but they could be taken in a number of ways at face value. We could try to unravel said meaning, but that may hinder our progress more than help in the long run. My thoughts exactly. Anyway, what's definitely not going to hinder us is going back to the base and seeing who's in these 2 sealing stones we picked up. If we activate the monument over there, we'll be able to come right back here to continue exploring later too. Good morning, Mr. JRPG. How are you doing today, my friend? Thank goodness it's right there, huh? I wonder who's going to be inside these. How are you doing? End of chapter 3. Golden Road, Silver Road. But who's in these crystals? Kevin Graham of the 543rd class of trainees. In the name of the gods above, I hereby appoint you Squire of the Septian Church. Oh, just woke up. But it's so late. Yeah, we're moving along, I think. But who knows, you really can't tell by chapters in these Trails games. Some of them are just extremely longer than others. I humbly accept my appointment. I pledge to offer my soul to the gods above and both body and blood to her church on earth. I mean, I think so. I mean, I'm starting to understand the combat a little bit better, though we did just have to split the party, but that went quickly too. It's pretty straightforward. Very good. It is exceedingly rare for one at your age to be appointed to this position. I can only assume your aptitudes and training achievements warranted it. May you strive to be a worthy guardian of the goddess sacraments as her loyal and devoted servant. Well, if it isn't Kevin. I see you managed to avoid having your promotion rejected by the top brass. Splendid, splendid. Instructor, I really can't thank you enough for all you've done for me. I never dreamed I would have an actual Dominion supervising my training. How sweet of you to say. Hard to believe you're the same boy who waltzed up before their congregation for the sacraments shouting, "Make me a knight, please." I'd appreciate it if you chucked that memory back into the furthest reaches of your mind, thank you. Oh, but how could I? Had I missed your groveling, I never would have taken interest in you in the first place. Yeah, waking up late on a weekend is very nice, for sure. And not in a million years would I have thought you were related to Rufina. You could have asked her to take you on as her pupil before resorting to such drastic measures, you silly boy. Well, I had my reasons, let's leave it at that. Very well, it doesn't matter at this point anyway. Congratulations, you're now a dog of the church just like the rest of us. It's good to have you on board. Thank you. I'm not sure that's the most reassuring metaphor to be using on new recruits though. You might scare some of them right off. Please, you're not trying to position yourself as some sweet doe-eyed thing, are you? Besides, I think it's a perfectly apt description for us. We go around sniffing out sacraments wherever they may be, tearing through the throats of the heretical fools who are enamored with them all the while. Can you spot the difference? Come on, instructor. I'm used to you at this point, so I don't really care if you call me a dog. But you care if I call your beloved Rufina one, don't you? Not to worry, Kevin. I can read between the lines well enough. Well, did I guess right? I owe her a lot, but I wouldn't call her my beloved. She's just like a big sister to me, that's all. You're making it sound like Like you what exactly? Rufina, I thought you were in Rimaferia on a mission. I was, but I tried to finish as quickly as possible so I could be back for your appointment ceremony. I'm so proud of you, Kevin. It's amazing just how fast you've grown. Now you're a full-fledged adult like me. Wow, thanks for going out of your way to come here. I'm not sure I deserve to be called an adult yet, though. I've got a whole lot of work ahead of me, if I want to be half the knight the two of you are. Oh my, how modest of you. By the way, have you let Rias know all about this yet? Know about all of this yet? Not yet, I'm planning to write her tonight. She's been real mad at me ever since I decided to come to Arteria, though. Hopefully this'll cheer up a bit. There's not much else I can do to make up with her short of going home. Perhaps we should do that together at some point if we can find the time. Oh, and while I have the chance, thank you so much for looking after him all this time, Ian. You've given him so much of your free time and I really do appreciate it. Think nothing of it. It proved quite a fun way to kill time. He has a fair amount of potential in combat, arts, and thaumaturgy too. It's a shame all his skills are on the practical sides of things, however. His academic side is less than stellar. I had a feeling in the pit of my stomach that might be the case. Aha, alright, I've got to get going. I have to pick up my new room key and medal from the general affairs guy. Sorry, I'll talk to you later. Oh. What's this? You look so concerned. Feeling guilty because he followed you into such a dangerous line of work? Not at all, that was completely up to him and him alone. I would never try to dictate his life choices. It's just that I think he'll make a fine knight personally. He checks all the boxes. He's got the potential, he's got the determination, all in all, I can see why you're so proud of him. And call it a hunch, but wouldn't be surprised if a stigma manifested in him just like it has in you. Well, I'm impressed. I didn't think you could sense that of others if you didn't possess one yourself. Yet, one more reason to feel frustrated that you're on a Dominion. I know we're friends, but there's no need for all the flattery. My combat and thaumaturgy abilities are average at best. I wouldn't be cut out for the job at all. I'm grateful enough to have been promoted from squire to knight. That's the upper limit for someone with my lack of potential. If only you saw things the way I do. Someone with average at best abilities couldn't have handled your Ouroboros case half as well as you did. Ouroboros? Fighting off a man of that reported strength to a swift enough conclusion would be a pretty feather in anyone's cap. It was just my luck that we both came to an understanding. As far as Kevin goes, he wouldn't need to rely on luck. His potential for growth extends further than I'll ever be able to go. But he has one weakness holding him back. It's you. That poor boy is just far too kind. So kind, in fact, that I can see him driving himself into a corner because of it one day. Huh. Wouldn't have thought that way about Kevin. The Dark Stigma. Chapter 4. Double up. Guess we don't have an animation for having two hands out. Who will these two be? We discovered them at random, separate paths. I have no idea. Cool kids? Everybody looks surprised. That looks like Estelle and somebody else. Nope. Princess Oliver. Zen. Prince Oliver? Now this is a surprise. Don't think this is a dream, at least. These Pokemon. Yeah, this is basically how they're contained. Indeed, it is not. I will be overjoyed to share a sweet date with Cher in my dreams. One with a fine drink companion, not so much. Yeah, this is real, alright. Still doesn't Cher count as a drinking companion, too? In a way, it's fine to be drunk with the joy of her company, but it's very much the opposite to be drunk with alcohol involved. That's one of the most important lessons I've learned during my stay in Liberal. True words have never been spoken. But alright, enough playing around. Do you guys mind filling us in on just what kind of situation we've gotten ourselves into? We shall make with embraces and tearful greetings afterward. Honestly, you two really are something special. You'd think you'd be a little shaken finding yourselves in somewhere as unnatural as just out of nowhere. You'd think, but I mean, they see their friends, they're alright. This is quite the pickle. I appreciate that it may be hard to believe, but that is the situation you find yourselves in at this present time. If we're to try and find a way out, we'll need you to accept that. Oh, Mueller, my sweet rose-kissed muse, ever pure and free of thorns, you misunderstand me. I've long accepted our current predicament as reality. Then why do you look so deep in thought? Need you even ask? Perhaps my life's toughest decision lies ahead of me. Before me I find Joshua, Princess Claudia, Tita, and Gisette. Then there's Julia and even new face, Rias. Just whom shall I gather into my arms like a warm blanket and exchange sweet nothings in celebration first? Only you. Joshua? You were pulling my leg when you said this guy was an Erebonian prince, right? As hard as this believe he is. Putting my deeply earnest dilemma aside for the time being, it sounds as though you've been making some headway in unraveling the mysteries behind this place. Naturally, I'll be more than honored to help with that. Welcome, Punch. Good morning. Can we... he grows on you over time, Punch. He grows over you on time. You'll see whatever you play through this series of games. But first, you've got a few questions you need to ask, right? I know, I sure do. I should have known you'd be thinking along the same lines. You're exactly right. Fine by me. What do you want to ask? Do you think you figured something out? That's what I want to find out. First, I want to ask about that ghost you've encountered in here. Ask away. If I remember correctly, the first time you met her was on the balcony in Gransel Castle, yes? Indeed it was. She gave us the key that allows us to eventually find and rescue you. Cheesy. Oh, don't say that. It is. This is pretty substantially better than a Final Fantasy series. Let's be honest, let's be real. How are you doing today, my friend? That was the first time she appeared to us as a ghost, but I don't believe it was the first time she directly communicated with you, was it, Father? Well, try it again. Go back to re-roll that sleep dice and see if you can get lucky. Sleeping is super important. It's really annoying when I sleep poorly as well. Don't think so, anyway. When Rias and I first arrived here, we heard a strange voice talking to us. We didn't have a clue who it belonged to at the time. Yeah, got things to do for the day. I get that. But I think that's probably her too. As do I. So at first she existed here only as a voice, but she gradually started showing up with a body too. I know that's a weird way to put it, but if it's true, it backs up what that man in black said last time we saw him. Yeah, he said the Lord of Phantasma had stolen most of her power, right? He kept referring to her as the Hermit and Master of the Hollow Garden too. Plus the inscription on that monument behind us has the Hermit Garden written on it. I think all of us here can connect the dots just fine. Agreed. It's reasonable to conclude that this very garden is connected to her in some way. It's true. Makes sense to me. It also explains why this place is kinda comfy compared to other weird, fiend-infested places in Phantasma. Feels like we're getting closer to the truth with every new revelation. By the sounds of it, she's been in Phantasma for a while now, possibly since the beginning. But then she had her powers stolen by the Lord of Phantasma and ended up without a body. Since then, she's been trying to help us to her best of her abilities and guide us forward. If we assume all of that to be true, maybe the monuments scattered throughout are connected to her somehow too. They seem to exist for that same purpose going forward. I think there's one more thing in our possession that's connected to her as well. That cube, Kevin. You think so? Obviously, Kevin. Unfortunately, your guess is as good as mine exactly on what that cube is. That being said, I think the odds of being connected to her somehow are as high as everything else on the list so far. Well, what do you think? Honestly, I'm impressed. You've done a remarkable job of making sense of the situation when you've only just arrived. Still, if we assume all that to be true, then there's something else we should be doing as we keep moving forward. Helping to restore her power, I assume. That way, we should be able to ask her what else she knows about the lands we're in. Got it in one. I get this impression that if we don't, we won't stand a chance against those two. We'll find ourselves up against a wall at some point. You may well be right. Well, leaving her aside for the time being, I do have one final thing I'd like to ask. This is gonna be something creepy. What else is there to cover? It concerns the Lord of the... maybe something reasonable. It concerns the Lord of Phantasma you kept mentioning, actually. Put simply, you wouldn't have to have any ideas as to who they are, would you, Kevin? Why me? Well, from my perspective, they're awfully fixated on you. They seem to know about Rias' deceased sister as well. Then there's the fact that they're even able to summon devils from the church's texts. It all seems to be pointing to you two, and you in particular. I can see why you'd ask, I guess. Unfortunately for you, though, I got nothing. If anything, I'd say they seem to be an enemy of the Graal's Ritter as a whole rather than just me. Nobody believes you, Kevin. I suppose that's possible. Wouldn't be surprised if an organization like that had more than their fair share of enemies. No offense, of course, I have plenty of enemies myself. Try not to sound like it's something worth boasting about. Anyway, even if we're connected some dots, we'll have to save the mystery behind who our enemies are for another day. Maybe we can get more information out of them the next time we see them, but until then, we don't have enough to work with. Right, next time one of them shows up, we'll have to see what we can force out of them. So that about wraps things up for now. So we should probably get ready to head out again. We're on a plane number 4, and if the previous planes are anything to go by, it's gonna be tough. Kevin. What's up? Did you have something else you wanted to add? No. It's just I'm not feeling very well, so I'm going to sit the next plane out. What? I'm sorry for the trouble, everyone, but please look out for him on my behalf. He shouldn't cause you too much trouble, but as I'm sure you know, he can be a little careless at times. Rias? Wait a sec. Are you not going to go after her? Sorry, I'll be back in a minute. We know you're lying, Kevin. Rias, wait a sec. What's with you all of a sudden? Oh, I know. Are you feeling left out because I'm the only one you know here and everyone else is all buddy-buddy? Sorry, Rias. Probably wasn't fun to have to sit through the whole happy reunion deal over and over. I should have noticed earlier, really. I've been pretty insensitive. I'm really sorry, okay? When are you going to stop acting? Huh? It's true that I felt a little left out for a while. You've clearly gone through so much together, and it's made you that much more fond of each other in the days since. Yeah, we had some amazing times. Hard to come out on the other end the stuff we did without growing closer through it all. Watching you all, how could I not have felt lonely? How could I have not felt jealous? You've been avoiding me for the past 5 years, Kevin. The thought that you'd grown close to so many others while going out of your way to keep me out of arm's reach did make me sad. You know I didn't mean it like that, Rias. At the same time, I was still happy you did. I knew how badly what happened to Rufina had hurt you, how you were still blaming yourself for it. I knew how you were driving yourself into a corner over it, and how you were taking on nothing but dirty jobs as if you were trying to punish yourself. And I couldn't confirm it for myself for sure, but I just knew the rumors that you were desperate to burn yourself out through them were true. So that's the reason. That's why, as long as I felt, when you're off making new friends without me, I was really, really happy more than anything. Rias, you do know that, except it turns out you haven't made any new friends at all. You're pulling the same exact thing you pulled me on them. Every single one of them at arm's length. They can't get close to you. You won't get close to them. On the surface, you're a cheerful person having fun with everyone, but on the inside, you're as cold as can be. All you're doing is manipulating your emotions so people think you're someone you're not. After watching you ever since we were reunited, that's become plain as day to me. Huh, man, I'm happy you're worried about me, but you've totally got the wrong idea with this one. Sorry I'm good at a lot of things, but pretending to be someone I'm not isn't one of them. When I'm happy, you'll know about it, and when I'm mad, well, I think I'm not so good at hiding that either. I'm the same transparent guy I always was. Oh, I didn't say you weren't easy to read, for me at least. After all, I know how genuinely shaken you were by the Lord Phantasma's message. Their words and the words of that Schwarzritter always come across as cryptic, but not to you. Deep down, you know what they're talking about. You just constantly keep it from the rest of us and try to keep us in the dark. No, maybe you've even managed to pull the wool over your own eyes too. Come on now, you can't seriously. Devour the new offering presented to you and display your seal once more. You know exactly what that means, don't you? Go on. You know what? Maybe you should sit things out for a bit. You're clearly really tired. What? I get that you're as angry as you are upset with me, but I think it's starting to make you jump to some really out there conclusions. And being tired out's only going to make it worse. Can't you see how negative your line of thinking is? You can't seriously believe all of this is actually true. I'm not saying I don't deserve all the anger. I totally do. I genuinely was busy, but at the same time, I wasn't trying to face you if we did end up meeting together either. So, we're going to be working together from now on, so enough. Huh? Thank you. Everything you're saying is just meaningless. Maybe the others don't realize that, but how dare you think I, of all people, would fall for it? I realize I'm turning my back on my duties as a squire by doing this, but I can't bear to be near you any longer. I can't stand to see the Kevin I thought I knew so empty. So... Kevin? Oh, hey. I'm sorry you had to see that. Don't worry about it. I want to know something, Joshua. You've looked into me a fair bit since I first stepped on the scene, right? I have. I know that you're called the Heretic Hunter. I know that you're one of the 12 dominions that lead the Gralsritter. And I know you undertake the execution of sinners the church deems most unforgivable almost single-handedly. I figured you know your stuff. Wouldn't want any guys whose backgrounds you had thoroughly vetted being close to your girlfriend for too long, huh? Can't deny it. Still, the only people you harm are those sinners, never anyone else. So I decided that, for the time being at least, you weren't a threat to her or anyone else. I see. Weissman was your work too, wasn't it? Sure was. My job was to get rid of him, that's it. Everything I did with you guys leading up to that point was to get myself into a position to get it done without him catching on. That includes helping all of you out, naturally. Yeah, I know. You must have been aware of the possibility that Estelle will be taken on board the Glorious too. You thought allowing it to happen would help you in the long run, so you kept quiet about it. Well, no. That one I'm surprised you pieced together. But yep, you're absolutely right. I figured there was a chance you might get abducted, but I did exactly nothing to stop it. All I cared about was finding out what Weissman and you were up to, and where you were, for that matter. Couldn't use better bait for that than her. I thought so. And yet all of that doesn't change how I'm more grateful than words can express. Why is that? Because if you hadn't helped me back then, I would still be Weissman's puppet. I would have broken with my own hands what I valued most in the world. That's a debt I'll never be able to fully repay. Oh, sweet ideas. Now you're just being cute. I knew you're smart enough to realize that's not at all why I threw you a bone, right? I just wanted him off his guard enough to create the opening I needed. Helping you was the perfect way to do that. That was all there was to it. And again, that doesn't change how grateful I am to you. Knowing why you did what you did doesn't erase the gratitude I feel. Not in the slightest. It really is just as well you end up quitting Ouroboros. You'd suck to high heaven if you were an enforcer now. Honestly, you're totally right. If Rias isn't sitting on the sidelines for now, let me help you in her place. Might not be as capable as helping you as she is, but I should be able to back you up. You don't need to feel indebted to me, you know. Well, I'll take what I can get. No doubt you're worried sick about Estelle too, so there's your gold star reason for helping out besides me. So thanks, I'm glad you've got my back. Right back at you. So who's, well, of course, Tita.
Oh, okay.
And Mueller. Although Noid can really heal. But you don't need to heal if you're always doing damage. And we have arrived. And we've arrived in the stream as well. Because we might as well shut it down now. It's a good breaking point. Thank you all for hanging out with me today. Thank you, Havixis, for the resub. Thank you for the new follower whose name is in a language I cannot understand, but always glad to have a new passenger on the friendship train. Oh, no worries, Rainy. Thank you. It's good to know you're here.